Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Go Naledi. So it's been 4 months since I've moved to Korea, and it's taken me 4 months, literally 4 months, to finally wrap my head around buying food and cooking my own meals. So back home in SA, things were readily available and relatively cheaper compared to Korea. So when I first came, I struggled a bit to get into the swing of things. So yeah, but now I finally got it. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a young thumbs up and consider subscribing as well. So let's get started. So first off, for general groceries, I'd say avoid big marts. So you want to avoid the big marts in Korea. Don't go there. You can buy by a little local supermarket and you can get all your groceries there. Generally it's a bit cheaper and it's also closer to your house most of the time. The big marts are good for variety and finding more specialized products. So I don't like Korean cheese, like I just so I know I can go to a big mart and I can find other kinds of cheese there, not just Korean cheese. So I'd say do that. Examples of these little marts would be the Lotte 99-cent market mart. There's Daiso, there's No Brand, and then just in your local area there's normally a supermarket there. So I'd say for your general grocery needs, just go buy there. For proteins, again, stick to your little supermarkets or go to a butcher. So local supermarkets normally stock bulgogi and chicken. I haven't really seen beef and I haven't seen a lot of seafood. I mean, it's there, but there's not a wide variety or selection. So I would say if you want more seafood or more beef, go to your big marts. But if you don't mind bulgogi and chicken, just stay by your local supermarket. I buy my meat by No Brand, and I also buy my meat by Lotte 99-cent, and it's been okay so far. Yeah. With the butcher, you can also tailor how much of something you want, so that's also good in terms of saving money as well, because you don't buy a lot of things and then they all rot. Yeah. So generally I tend to buy a tray and then I split it out over a few meals. Yeah. So a young tip for you guys with regards to saving money is to buy fruits and other products at night by your local supermarkets. So sometimes the prices go down at night because they're trying to get rid of the stuff. So if you really feel like fruits and veggies or some products, you can try go shopping at night to your local market. Most of the time the prices will be a bit reduced. Yeah. And then on that point, for fruits and veggies, this point still touches my soul. Like to this day, it still touches my soul. SA, we have a lot of fruit, like a large variety, and it's generally cheap. Korea, they don't have much variety and it's expensive. I think I bought my first veggies after 3 months because there was this packet of 2 carrots. They were big, but it's just 2 carrots and it was like 3,000 won. I was like, ain't nobody 40 rand for 2 carrots. In what world? Where? So yeah, you just need to know where you look. So for your fruits and veggies, buy your fruits and veggies by local shops in the area or by your street carts. So normally these are run by grandmas and grandpas and you normally use cash there, but they have more variety and they're much more cheaper. Sometimes by those shops though, they give you too many vegetables or too many fruits. So maybe I'll buy apples for 10,000 won and there'll be like 7 apples, but they're huge. So I know that by the time I'm going to eat them, some of them might start rotting. So it's good to go with a friend and then just split the fruit between you guys. That also helps. There's these snack shops, like these specialized snack shops you can go to. They have Korean and international snacks, but the international snacks the prices are just amazing. So I really only go there if I'm really craving something and I'm willing to spend an exuberant amount on that. But otherwise, generally those snack shops are very cheap compared to your convenience stores, and Daiso also has cheap snacks as well. And then for eating out, I tend to not eat out a lot, but if you want to eat out as a student, I'd say try your local Korean restaurants. So normally they'll have Korean food there, and it's not as expensive compared to your international restaurants or your general Veggies or Burger King, whatever. You can get quite a good meal for like 7,000 won, and it's hearty and it's actually cooked, so it's good. Yeah. Let me just turn off the page. Okay, now for takeout and fast food, this is a slippery slope. Like, this is how I basically lived for 3 or 4 months. I just lived off takeouts and fast food, and that is not the way to live. It is not. So yeah, compared to SA, I'd say McD's and Burger King and all of them, they're a bit more expensive, but not too bad. And then they're very convenient and very quick. And you can also get delivery, which just makes things worse because then you really have to leave your house. You just want to, and then you get your food, and life is great. So be careful with these, because takeouts and fast food, like, you don't see how much you're eating, and next thing, like, your money is just going. Like, when you look at your budget, you spend a huge chunk of your food money on takeouts, and yeah, it's not life. Otherwise, you're just expanding and you're expanding and you're expanding. Do you see my young chicken on there? Anyhow, yeah. Another option people try for getting food is to get food through Coupang or Sprout or G Market. So they just order the food through the app, and then it gets delivered to the house. So it's actually like groceries, not cooked food. So they can order condiments, they can order actual rice, they can order veggies as well. So I haven't really tried out these options, so I can't really say much about them, but I know that's also an option as well. And yeah, just general tips for buying food as a student. I'd say really try avoid relying on takeouts and fast food. If you can, just prepare your own food. It's much cheaper. If you follow the above advice, it's much cheaper. Yeah. And then I'd say also plan out your meals. So normally I'll plan, okay, I'll have a takeout once or twice a week, and then the rest of the week I'm either eating ramen or I have a big tray of eggs, and I just have 2 eggs a day, and I just mix and match it up like that. Also, if you can, try stay at a grocery one if you can and you don't mind it, because there you get free rice, you get free kimchi, you get free ramen, and those are basically meals. Like, I mean, they're not the best, but it's a good base to build your meals on. I feel like I'm talking fast. And then if you're really strapped, you can buy street food, or you can buy kimbap from the convenience store, and that normally just holds you up a bit until you can get home to eat, or just fills you up a bit. So sometimes you've had food and you're still feeling like, you know what, I could still use for some, then you go to those kimbap places. And then lastly, I just want to, I don't know, give a shout out. I highly recommend Hansot. Hansot is amazing, Sham. Hansot just does the things. Really, it does the things. Feeling like a cooked meal, but you don't want to cook, you can try a Hansot. Like, before I left home, while I was in Busan anyways, I lived off of Hansot because I never cooked, but I always wanted to cook meals. So I used to live on Hansot. At Hansot, I used to order almost every other day. But yeah, their meals are generally decent, and it's quite a large portion as well. So you know you're getting your money's worth with Hansot. And yeah, if you have any more questions regarding staying in Korea or studying Korean, please let me know. And if you have studied abroad, what were your issues with settling into a new country? Please let me know. So if you've made it this far, please give it a thumbs up. If you found any of this useful, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.